Drive on mama, buckle up. Andre TV here from driveonmama.com, coming to you on a Thursday morning. And I don't have the title, but I think I am going to title this, Once You Learn Your Market and the Algorithm for Your Area, Stick to It. I am saying this because I am a DoorDash driver and I learned my market very well. And in order for me to be the most profitable, I should have been in place at 10:30. I stopped at the bank. It was a little traffic. I didn't get to my spot until 10:36. I missed out on what most likely would have been a large order for the morning, for lunchtime anyway. So now we have our first order for the day, $9.75 for 1.7 miles. We're picking up a salad and a soda and taking it to an office building. And we did start earlier after I dropped off the children. So we made $21.03, I believe, on DoorDash already, and $7 and change on Uber Eats. And there's a $2.50 peak pay from 9:30 to 11:30. So there were many dashers in my area that aren't usually there. So I definitely should not have made that bank run, but we're going to see how well we can do on this lunch shift for today. Okay, there was a small hidden tip. We received $10.75 instead of the $9.75, and I have to find a better place for this car holder because the glare, and I can't figure out how to block it other than putting my arm there. Anyway, before we were able to get out the area, we did receive our next order. It is a large order. I tried to take a screenshot of it, but I ended up almost declining it, so I left that alone and I just accepted it. So it is $14 for 0.6 miles. We are picking up a catering order from Chipotle. Chipotle only shows one item. So I don't know if it's one box, 3 boxes, 4 boxes, and it's going to a medical office building. And if you've been dashing for a while, you know when you go to doctor's offices, sometimes they tip very well, sometimes they don't. So we will see what we get. Let's go. Well, they tipped well. $20 tip. $8 is the base pay for a large order. In my market, the $2.50 peak pay and their $20 tip. Thank you, Mr. or Miss Customer. There was a little confusion because sometimes medical buildings have within their own suite multiple, companies and areas. So they didn't recognize the name on the order, so they had to ask around a few minutes. But everything was fine. We dropped it off. And now we have our next order. I did end that dash. When I get large orders, I end them just to give me the opportunity to get another one if there is one in the area, because there has never been a day where I only received large orders, even if it was like Christmas or New Year's or whatever. So we have $10 going 2.9 miles. We're picking up some Chinese food, garlic stuffed dumplings, or garlic shrimp dumplings. Either way, it sounds okay. I'm currently driving hands-free, and that last order went from $10.25 to $11.75. But when I tell you they track you and they want you to take an order, you can't escape it. That 2.9 miles leads me out further residential, which is fine. It's not the city, and the city takes longer to drive. That's why 3 miles driving out to, almost suburby is fine. But they are close to a mall. And when I say close, I mean the mall is 3 miles away. Not very close at all, but almost every time I drop off out there and there is a mall order, which I hate going to, they send me that order. Whether it's a single order or whether it's one of those Sephora 8 deliveries or Macy's, Nordstrom's 4 things going to 3 different states, because I'm in the DMV area. So I pause it on purpose to not get any mall orders. So I resume when I'm almost back on the avenue, almost like walking distance from that Chinese restaurant. And don't you know, they sent me an order, but I couldn't refuse it. So we took it. $29, 9 miles. You know why? Because the mall is 5 miles away. But we're going and we're great. It is now 1:44 p.m. We did drop off that order and the mall wasn't so bad. Now that I've been a few times, I know exactly where to park to get to the food court. And it was ready when I got there, of course, because I was 5 miles away. But it was a hidden tip. Instead of the $29, we received $30.88. It is slowing down now, so I'll probably officially in my lunch shift after this next order coming up that we just received after waiting for about 10 minutes on the avenue. 675 going 1 mile. We're picking up some greens and grains bowls from the Greens and Grains Bowl place. Wherever that is for you, that is it. And let's go get it. It is now 1:44 p.m. We did drop off that order and the mall wasn't so bad. Now that I've been a few times, I know exactly where to park to get to the food court. And it was ready when I got there, of course, because I was 5 miles away. But it was a hidden tip. Instead of the $29, we received $30.88. It is slowing down now, so I'll probably officially end my lunch shift after this next order coming up that we just received after waiting for about 10 minutes on the avenue. 675 going 1 mile. We're picking up some greens and grains bowls from the Greens and Grains Bowl place. Wherever that is for you, that is it. And let's go get it. Okay, that last order is dropped off. It remains 675 and we are ending our lunch shift. I will still be out, but I am going to stop recording. So we started off lunch shift at 10:36. We got down to the spot where we usually get a large order first thing off the bat. We made it there late, so we started off with a $9.75 for 1.9, and then we took it from there. We did receive 2 large orders during this lunch shift, and we ended with a total of $90. You can see the total for the day now. It's $111 and change, and we started at 10:36 already with $21.03 in the bank. So this was a very lucrative lunch period, and right now it's going to be slow. Just to give you an idea, the first $21, that dash started at 8:17 and ended at about 10:20 because I knew I had to make a bank stop. So that's about 2 hours for $21. So yeah, I don't want to sit there and bore you through the next 3 or 4 hours until the dinner shift, but hopefully this helps someone, and drive on, mama.